just as a head count, we have actually reached the number 300 of participants inside the inside the plenary. Okay, and just to share with everybody, the reason why we actually reached 300 people inside the plenary already is we have first-time attendees. The first time, these are companies that who participated for the first time or registered for the first time to attend a conversation conference. And we'll call them out one by one. And if you're here, please raise your hand. RNEG Representative Office in Manila, Ashley Philippine Chapter, Baxland Systems Inc., C4 Systems Solution Company, Central Nippon Two-House School Tech Inc.
Core Energy Inc., Doxo Ingredients Inc., Integra Systems Company, Entrego Fulfillment Solutions Inc., and First Make Hawaiian Cold Storage and Logistics Inc.
We also have inside the plenary, inside Supply Chain Solutions, John Chen Builders Corporation, Bluebird Lubrication Southeast Asia Pte. Limited, Microsoft Philippines, Mitsubishi Heavy Industries Asia Pacific Pte. Limited.
Let us also welcome Optimum Refrigeration System Solutions Inc., Pavi Green Renewable Energy Inc., Project Management and Technical Resources Corporation, RBC MDC Corporation, and Redcoin Trading Corporation.
We also have Risk Pro Solutions, Robi Asia Pacific Pte. Limited, Govima Asia Pacific Corp., Runheng Inc., SD Express.
Let us also welcome Shell Energy Philippines Inc., Simpex Machineries Inc., Sky Solar and DRM Consultants International Inc., Structures One Industries Inc., the Legacy Trucks and Tractors Inc.
But wait, there's more. We still have VCT ECS Philippines Inc., VVS Cold Storage and Processing Plant, Zetatech Electronics, and Fast Cold Chain Solutions Inc.
Okay, so let us go on to our next speaker. He is actually one of the diligent supporters of CCAP, and this is not his first time to present. So today, we are here to listen more about solar PV generation systems in the cold chain industry. He was formerly the president of the Philippine
That's the
Solar
only one that they can get without paying anything.
So he was formerly the president of the Philippine Solar Power Alliance and one of the pioneers in the country with close to 5 megawatt of rooftop solar PV installations on projects for homes and businesses. He is also an advocate of the environment and clean energy and an accomplished marathoner and a triathlete, an entrepreneur, a businessman, a teacher, and a leader. Ladies and gentlemen, a big hand to the founder, chairman, and CEO of Sasoniki Solar, Mr. Dante Reyes.
I'm happy to on that. I think the first time I attended this conference was in Cebu sometime in 2014. In fact, my first customer came from that conference, the House of Zero, Jonathan Suri. So we built our first solar plant for the cold chain industry as early as 2014. So, for those of you who know us already, because I think this is my end time presenting, we're still around. We're happy to be here. We survived the pandemic as you did. So my presentation is more to those who are still thinking about solar energy, to convince you that you're not alone, because a lot of your colleagues, a lot of the people in the industry have done it so. And perhaps at the end of the presentation, I can spend a few minutes on how they did it and what kind of financing and investment strategies they've done to do so. We've been around for the last 11 years. We celebrated our 11th year anniversary just last month. So The cold chain industry is one of the biggest portfolios in our business. In fact, for the cold chain alone, I think we have done, by the way, 11 megawatts already. So I think 5 megawatts of that came from the cold chain industry, and that's what I wanted to show to you. Starting with this one. Sorry, the video is not moving for this one, but that's in Tayud. It's one of our biggest installations, 802 kilowatt peak. One of the biggest cold chain plants in Cebu. Half a megawatt. 582 kilowatt peak to be exact. This one is interesting because we were part of the design of the building. So if you notice, the roof during the construction was done so that it can optimize the hardness of solar. So for those of you who are still building their plants and you do not have the roof plan yet, talk to us. We can make suggestions to your architects and designer. This is also in Tayud. I hope the owner of this plant is here. Mr. Bobo Castillo, are you around? far north as La Union. This one is in Rosario. Maybe we can move on to the next, Stella. This one is very recent, about 2 years ago. A year and a half ago. This one is in Cavite, in Cali. I hope the owner of this plant is also here. I also met him in the CCAP conference. This one is in Iloilo. This was done 4 years ago, but I cannot find the video. So this was done this was the video during the construction. So you can see the barricades that we put on the roof to make sure that the people are safe. I believe the owner of this plant will be here tonight. This one is in Mandaue. We have financed this internally, so they're paying us per kilowatt hour of energy that they use. This one is a slaughterhouse in a cold chain. So after slaughtering, the hogs are put into a cold chamber. We did this sometime 2015, way back. It's still up and running. This one, our very first project that I mentioned earlier in Turin. There. I still don't know how to fly a drone at that time, so bear with me. Alright, so as you can see, we have done anywhere between 100 kilowatt to almost 1 megawatt, depending on the size of the roof and the energy demand of your plant. So there are several ways to do this project. Either on a turnkey, you have extra cash, which is the best investment for your money. You could go to leasing. Some of them that I showed to you went to direct bank leasing or went to leasing companies like you would lease any other equipment. The most popular one today is this. Simulated power purchase agreement or via GEOS, the green energy option. Right? So you only pay for every kilowatt hour that you use. But of course, you have to sign for minimum demand, and you have to make sure that you get a minimum delivered energy to you, so that it becomes a very worthwhile engagement. Next, please. That's it. If you want to know more about how we can help you, especially those who are just beginning about solar energy, that's my contact number. I'd like to introduce my guys there: Dex, Stella, Javi, and Matt. Please stand up so that you could be recognized. Please approach any one of us later if you have any questions. Thank you very much. It's been a great pleasure.
Thank you, Mr. Briones, for a very informative and timely presentation. Pakihanda na lang po yung inyong mga calling cards. Okay, so let's move on to our next speaker. He finished his Bachelor of Science at the National Tsinghua University and took his EMBA at the National Tsinghua University, and also a certified in exhibition management, and currently the director of Taiwan's Trade Center Manila. To share Taiwan's smart cold chain and unique advantages, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Mr. Alex Knight.
Hello? Is this sound good? So, Your Excellency, Sir Anthony Tison, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to you all. I'm Alex Lai, and this is my great privilege to stand here, briefing you about Taiwan's smart cold chain and its unique advantage. To be honest, this is kind of a challenge for me because I know most of you are experts in this industry and you know the business much better than I do. However, I do cherish this chance to give my 2 cents from the perspective of a trade promoter and my knowledge of Taiwanese companies. With this, I hope you will be motivated in growing business together with us. Taiwan has a long history of developing a vibrant smart cold chain ecosystem, and I named it TSCC. It applies ICT hardware, software, automation, energy saving, insulation, and many more technologies to this temperature-sensitive and efficiency-dictating industry. It also works closely with all stakeholders from end to end to ensure satisfaction and success. So please allow me to play a short video clip to better understand TSCC's the current status.
Surrounded by sea, Taiwan has a variety of agricultural, fishery, and aquatic products. Its efficient fresh-keeping transportation technology is widely developed in the logistics fields of fresh food, catering, healthcare, and retailing. Taiwan is nearly 40 years in developing cold chain technologies, and the cold chain now is included in more than 95% of logistics requirements here, not only in sync with the international standard, but also capable of providing comprehensive solutions for the cold chain industry. Taiwan's warehouse storage equipment comes with top-notch smart energy saving and temperature control technologies, offering customized services according to cold storage needs of various products. It extends the shelf life of the product and improves the delivery timeliness at the same time. The specially designed cold chain logistics suite can be monitored in real time through the AI smart sensing system, and data analysis can be carried out at any time. Cold chain cooler boxes that are portable, energy efficient, and environmentally friendly are also available. Taiwan provides excellent ICT system integration solutions. LAT and AI are capitalized to develop smart energy-saving, automated, and information-based innovative technologies and business models, moving towards a comprehensive cold chain logistics innovation ecosystem. In recent years, Taitra has held a wide range of events to connect Taiwan's cold chain services with overseas markets. Reasonably priced and high-quality cold chain services are all from Taiwan. Taiwan's non-broken and integrated cold chain is a combination of technology, equipment, and success experience. From the place of origin to factory warehouses, from cold storage to the final distributing platform, A complete supply chain and tailor-made cold chain solutions are all ready for you. Welcome cold chain demanders to reach Hydra. Scan now.
Okay, let's come back to my slide. Yes, so here you see TSWC's key players include temperature control expert, dry ice technology, low temperature box mover, Frutai, cold storage builder, WAP, inventory tracking and business intelligence feeder, Cyber Lab, warehouse automation, Hongli and Guangyun, ICT's application, Advantech, IMAC, and more. So integration of their technology and experiences empowers the efficient distribution of frozen food, fresh meat, seafood, dairy products, and even vaccines. After having some background about TSWC, next you might ask, why is TSWC relevant to your business? And what benefits could you expect from it? In short, what is the unique advantage of Taiwan's smart cold chain? Yes, well, a quick answer to TSWC's unique advantage is total solution, from integration to innovation and intelligence. TSWC has developed a comprehensive set of solutions from business model consultancy all the way to professional cold chain training, from planning, cold storage, transportation, marketing, and management. It has all sorts of professionals and experts willing to share their knowledge and best practices with you. Moreover, since most of TSWC's members are small and mid-sized companies, they come to grow business with you rather than become your competitors. They are flexible, willing to adapt to different needs of business owners, crafting solutions to meet market opportunity. This is the merit of Taiwanese companies, and it makes them different from the others. In the following, please allow me to share with you some stories about our current practice. Next slide, please. So here, Quanlian, so like the Robinson and Metro supermarket chains, is a leading one of its kind in Taiwan, with more than 1,000 stores island-wide and a customer base of 5 million people. It serves not only groceries but all kinds of fresh food. Each of its retail stores up to 10,000 items to customers. And the business hour of some is 24/7. To support this intensive retailing business, it builds an exclusive and highly efficient distribution system. Let's watch this video to see how Quanlian capitalizes on this business with superior logistics and a smart cold chain. Yes. So let me elaborate a little bit about Quanlian. As I just mentioned, right now they have more than 1,000 retail stores, and they build their proprietary logistics centers when their scale reached about 600. Before that, they use third parties, and the right hand, the map, that is Quanlian's outlets in Taipei, the city. I think that is maybe just around 1/3 of the size, the area of NCR. You can see the density of their stores. Okay, next slide. So the next one is about Yonglian Logistics Park, which is based in Ruifang, New Taipei City, as shown on this slide. The scale of it is about 450,000 square meters, including 140,000 square meter cold chain warehouse. It is by far the largest one in Taiwan. So with the rise of e-commerce in recent years, Taiwan's logistics has been expanding steadily. However, due to the pandemic, the sales of fresh, frozen food and ready-to-eat have soared, so resulting in a supply gap in the cold chain logistics. Aside from the investment of large food factories and retail giants like McDonald's and Quanlian, third-party logistics operators could also build cold warehouses, providing storage, matching retailers' business to serve like SME customers. Let's have a look at Yonglian's operation video. I have the video from Yonglian. Their principles. So this one is very different from Quanlian. It's highly automation. This is the owner, Mr. Zhang. So you see, operator now pick up the items and control or managed by the PC software. So the car will deliver the items to operator, and the shelf will automatically highlight which place to put. Again, this is the interface of their management system. So when the items of an order are gathered, the operator can start to count the goods into the cart. And with the packing list, check. Most of the job management by system instead of by man. So you see the robot moving all the boxes, not by man. So in this warehouse, they keep up to 50,000 SKUs, the items. And the peak day, one day they need to ship more than 20,000 orders. So they have a robot about 106 moving inside that warehouse. So that is our Yongmen's account. Next, please. So this slide shows a newly constructed distribution center dedicated to the preservation of agri-products located in Pingdong, which is one of Taiwan's main agricultural provinces. With a floor size of 10,000 square meters, this building is designed to house around 1,400 pallets in a chilled space and 8,000 pallets in a cold storage. It is a multifunctional cold facility providing post-harvest processing, washing, cutting, packaging, warehousing, and distribution with temperature control. This expands preservation of harvest products, reduces food waste, and also benefits farmers, distributors, and consumers. In the next video, I'm going to show you how good Taiwan cold chain can drive the business. This is a cold warehouse. The major one for Taiwan's pharmacy medicine. And its temperature can be controlled 2 to 8, and also -20, -8. This is a shear plate. This is a -20 area. So in order to preserve for the COVID vaccines, this warehouse also can keep down to -7. That is for Pfizer. So the cold truck is also important. And the end point, you need a freezer as well. So this is the cold storage of Taiwan's current development. Next slide, please. So last but not the least, this is an account of ice cream business in the Philippines. Ice cream is a Taiwanese company, and it sold 26 cold containers into the market since the mid of the last year. According to its distributor, there are 6 more on the way. This is a very encouraging story, for ice cream outstands its competition by a 70% energy saving technology, and which is from Taiwan. So with these stories, I hope you find good reasons to side with TSCC and want its connection. Next slide, please. So this one is our plan for you to meet TSCC. It consists of 4 elements from July to November, and I'll go through them one by one quickly. So first is the Smart Cold Chain Business Webinar, scheduled on the 27th of July, and His Excellency Sir Anthony will make a speech presenting Philippines' cold chain market and business opportunities to TSCC's community. The next one is Taipei International Cold Chain Technology Exhibition, which will take place at the Nangang Exhibition Center from August 24 to 27. Besides cold chain, you can also meet logistics exhibitors. There were 50,000 of visits to its last edition in 2019 for learning new technology, seeking distribution right, and buying products. The third one is a trade mission from September 13th to 16th, organized by my head office, Taichung. Comprehensive business matchmaking provides you with an exact venue to meet qualified Taiwan suppliers in a very efficient way. And this November's meeting is set to help your business initiatives off the ground quickly. After you meet prospects in September, you may have formed some business plans, and this meeting offers you a perfect chance to have them all set. In summary, the solutions offered by TSCC include cutting-edge equipment, integrated services, and visualized management system, and also the business partnership with accountable suppliers from Taiwan. So I thank you very much for having my presentation.
Thank you,
And
Mr.
yes, if you got any questions, you can approach me, and also my colleague Darwin Moore is also here, and we also have Takos Josephine and also Clarence. We are more be happy to give you our words. Thank you again.
Thank you, Mr. Lai. But before that, we actually have 4 questions for you from our audience. Will it be okay? Okay, sir. So our first, yes. So before anything else, thank you for a very comprehensive report, sir. So first question, we have absorbed so much information about smart agriculture in Taiwan, and we have noted that the main components are technology and integration. So what would make it possible for this strategy to be learned in the Philippines, and how much time is needed for the transformation process?
So this is a very good question. As you see from the video clips, Taiwan spent 40 years to build this current the cold chain. Indeed, we start from the scratch, but also learn from the foreign companies. And you also know Taiwan is very famous for its ICT technologies. So I believe, with the right partners, and you can set your learning curve. So no need 40 years. That is my quick answer to this question. Yes?
Yes, there is also a question here, but in the presentation, we were actually looking at the distribution of finished goods. Does Taiwan also have developments in the post-harvest, let's say, fisheries and other agricultural products, so that we are able to preserve the products before they get distributed to the end market?
Yes, Taiwan's I think the food habit that is greatly influenced by Japan. And you know, Japanese they love sashimi, the raw fish, and we also love raw fish. So in order to have the really good raw fish, you need to have capitalize on the cold chain to preserve your seafood. So we do have, yes.
The audience is, can we now fly to Taiwan? Are there any COVID restrictions to Taiwan?
This is kind of a hard question because as of this moment, we still partially control our border. So if you would like to travel to Taiwan, you need to spend 3 days for quarantine. So hopefully this kind of the control will be lifted shortly. I'm looking at maybe in the middle of the next month, maybe there will be a chance to make it easy.
I think we have no more
Are we
questions.
good?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
And we would like to request you to stay on stage, sir. And can we call CCAP Director, Mr. Alex Dogma, on stage to present the token to Mr. Alex Lai.
Okay, so that's the end of our first part of the program. Partner.
Yep. Nangako mo yung coffee break na ba?
Ay, magkape na tayo.
Well, before we go on our coffee break, we would also like to acknowledge the people who started the Cold Chain Association of the Philippines. Okay, CCAP started in 2002. Ano ba ginagawa mo noong 2000?
Hindi naman tayo nagkakalayo ng edad. Sabihin na lang natin para tayo nasa industriya na.
Noong 2002 po, nasa industriya na po ako. So, nag-umpisa po ako 10 years old. Okay. So, I know I don't have the complete list here, but of course, we would like to acknowledge the presence of Mr. Crispin Aquino. Yes. Sir Pingoy was actually one of the founders also of Cold Chain Association of the Philippines, together with 9 other individuals, Ms. Malu Torres, Mr. Lito Ignacio, Mr. Elmer Sarmiento, Mr. Cesar Laza, and of course our president, Mr. Anthony Dizon. So we started off with 9 companies in 2002, and now we have 121 member companies, and the number of people inside the plenary is just a significance of how much support everybody gives the association. Thank you very much for our hearts are full.
Nandito pa rin sila para suportahan po tayo. Lalo na po kami mga bagong members or nasa bagong generation ng ating asosasyon. Thank you very much.
I beg to disagree. Second generation po ako.
Agree ka na lang?
Okay, so we will take a 15-minute coffee break and coffee and comfort food break. And we hope to see you again at 3:45 p.m. for the next presenter. Thank you.